Thank you for joining me. Please make sure your muscles are nice and warm so you're ready for stretching. And the warmer you are, the more easy it will be for your muscles to loosen. So starting in a seated position, sitting up nice and straight and tall, lifting your chest and spine, your shoulders down and back, and we're going to stretch our necks. So if you'd like to tilt your head to one side, you can bring the opposite arm across behind you, helping to stretch down to the top of your shoulder. And it's okay to tilt your head down slightly or up slightly, finding those places in your neck that are tense and need to be loosened up. Breathe with your belly, letting your neck soften and stretch, keeping your core nice and tall. And trading sides, bringing your shoulders down and back, tilting your head, bringing the opposite arm behind you, adjusting your shoulder and your neck, finding those places that need attention. Good. And then releasing, we're going to stretch one arm across the front of our body. And you can adjust your shoulder down or back as you're stretching your arm across. It's okay to play around with the height of your arm, maybe sliding it up a little higher or lower, maybe flexing your wrist and hand. And take your time, finding a nice stretch. And then trading sides when you're ready. Bringing your shoulder down and back, bringing your arm across, maybe flexing your hand. Good, and then bringing one elbow up. You can use your other hand to push back on that elbow, but be careful you're not pushing your head forward. And then with your elbow sliding back, try to keep your ribs tucked down, letting your shoulder move. And then maybe tilting to the side, finding a stretch and rotation that feels good for you. Breathing into the stiffness, letting it expand and soften. And then trading sides, sliding your elbow back, making sure your neck is comfortable, keeping your ribs tucked down, and then maybe tilting over if you'd like, giving yourself a deeper stretch. Excellent. And then releasing, moving your shoulders around if you like. We're going to turn onto our hands and knees. And we're going to stretch your arms out in front and down puppy. So if you'd like to have your arms resting on a roller, blocks, a pillow, to give yourself a little more room to stretch, feel free. So with your arms stretching out as much as you can, let your chest sink down, keeping your hips up nice and high. And then you can turn your palms to face each other up toward the ceiling or down towards the floor. You can wiggle around a little, maybe moving your shoulders, letting yourself loosen up, continuing to let your chest sink down. Excellent. And then releasing. We're going to come into a seated position with our hands behind us. And again, if you'd like to use a roller, blocks, or pillow behind you to make it a little more challenging and deeper stretch, feel free. So with your arms stretching out behind you as far as you can wiggle your hips forward. But keep your chest lifting and your shoulders back as much as you can. Maybe tilting your knees to one side and the other, or keeping them centered. And try to let your chest and shoulders open, going deeper into the stretch whenever you're ready. Remember, we don't want any sharp shooting pain or numbness. And releasing, you can shake out your arms if you like, and adjusting your legs forward nice and straight, keeping them closer together. And we're going to do a forward fold. So taking your belly forward, you can hold on to your legs or your feet, using the strength of your arms to pull your belly down as much as you can. You can try flexing your feet or pointing your toes, maybe massaging the backs of your legs. And breathe into your hips and low back, using your breath to massage your body. And if you'd like to grab onto your feet, put a strap or towel around your feet. You can pull back on them, flexing and stretching your calves. Maybe stretching your upper back as well. Good, and then bringing one knee in, we'll tap the foot in nice and close and your knee down on the floor, stretching toward one leg at a time. And same thing, taking your belly down toward your thigh, using your arms to pull. You can twist if you like, reaching overhead, or try twisting the other direction. And take your time, find what your body needs, breathing into the stiffness, letting it expand and soften. And trading sides, tucking the other foot in, and turning to face the straight leg, taking the belly down, maybe twisting, breathing into your belly and your side. Good, and then we're going to take our legs out nice and wide. So adjusting your hips and your legs, walking your feet out as wide as they'll go. Stretching your legs out away from you. And then taking your belly down toward that space in front of you. You can reach to the left or the right, maybe twisting farther, breathing into your back and your hips, and trading sides. Taking your belly towards your thigh and then maybe twisting farther away. Good, and then coming to the center, and your belly coming down toward that space. holding on to your legs, using the strength of your arms to continue to tilt your belly forward, maybe wiggling a little left and right, loosening up, adjusting your legs or feet if you need to, and let yourself fold. Good, and then bringing the soles of your feet together, nice and close in butterfly. We're going to sit up nice and straight and tall, adjusting your hips, and then placing one hand behind you, let a twist start in your hips, and work your way up. And then trading sides, twisting from your hips all the way up, letting your hips open up. And then when you're ready, you can tilt your belly forward again, maybe using your elbows on your legs to help your hips open up more, or going past your legs towards the floor, using the strength of your arms to bring your body forward. And if you'd like to twist to the right or the left, and looking for places that need attention. Good, and coming out of that pose, we're going to lie down on our side, stretching one thigh at a time. So bringing your heel into the center of your buttock, keeping your body nice and straight, you want to slide your knee back. If it's comfortable for your body, you can lean back onto your foot. Still keep your heel underneath you and don't let it come up out the side of your thigh, because that can be really hard on your knees, especially as you get older. So then lean your body back as far as you're comfortable going, aiming to take your low back down toward the floor. And if you want, you can put your other foot on top of your knee, of the leg that's stretching, to help hold that knee down. Good. And then trading sides. Again, tucking your heel in, maybe leaning back on it, and taking your low back down as far as you're comfortable going. Maybe using your other foot to help hold your knee down. And breathe and relax. Good. And then we're going to be on our back with one leg out straight, the other leg in bent. And with your bent leg, you can hug it towards the opposite shoulder, circling your ankle to massage into your hip and your buttock. And slide your bent leg around, taking it farther across, looking again for places that need attention. Check in with your muscles, make sure they're soft and you're letting them stretch. Maybe rotating your leg like in figure 4, where you pull in on your ankle and push out on your thigh or your knee. And again, you can still circle your foot, massaging into your hip and your buttock. Maybe pulling your leg in closer. And then trading sides. Bring the other leg in, hugging it across toward the opposite shoulder, circling your ankle as you look for places that need attention. And then rotating your leg like figure 4, pushing out on your thigh and on your ankle, Try to keep your other leg down nice and flat on the floor, so your pelvis isn't tilting. Hugging your foot in closer if you want. And then stretching out and coming up to sitting, and we're all done. I hope you feel good. And remember, anytime your muscles are warm is a great time to stretch. Take care.